All right guys, welcome back to the House Extras and welcome back to another ball review. This time we have the One REVERB, which is a brand new version of a classic nameplate from the Ebonite brand, the One. Just like all the other ones, this one is asymmetric, but before I talk too much, let's get to warming up and then I'll start talking about the ball. And we'll bowl a full game with the ball, see what score I can shoot, and hopefully it's good enough to convince you to buy one. Per usual, my first shots are about 5 miles an hour. I will say this ball goes pretty far down lane. Then again, I'm 2 shots in and I haven't warmed up. He is hooking though. While I'm warming up, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about how I drilled mine. So I drilled mine 60 by 4 3/4 by 65. For me, it's like a standard asymmetric layout. Nothing special for that one. Just what I usually put on it. And for those of you who don't know, this is how it looks for me. So if you guys want yours to be laid out just like mine, 60 by 4 3/4 by 65. If you guys haven't seen before how we review our balls, we kind of review them on a little bit of a scale that we kind of created on our own. It's a 5-part scale. How good they are on the house shot, how good they are on the sport shot are our final 2 categories. Then we have overall hook potential, back end, and length. Throughout this review, we'll touch all 5 of those categories, and maybe hopefully through that you can decide if this ball is a good ball for your bag, or maybe it's a good ball for one of your friends. I would like to think I'm pretty lined up, I'm pretty ready. What we've been doing on the last 3 reviews, we've gone to 10 strike and seeing if we can get there in less than 15 shots. Today's review is gonna be absolutely no different. The One REVERB, I wish I had my other, the One Encore, or the One Remix, or the One. I wish I had any of those to compare, but this one is definitely more down lane than all of those combined. Yeah, so we're just gonna start right into it. Shot number 1. Oh, ring 7 action. Usually a ring 7 tells me that my ball's going a little too far down lane. Maybe I'll move a little left. Went 1 left, got a little more rotation on that one. High flush. Balls that I'm gonna kind of relate this one to would be Envy Tour Pearl, Beyond Infinity, as well as the Hammer Effect. Just because it is a asymmetrical Pearl ball, that's probably the category I'm gonna fit it with, and that's the balls I'm gonna compare them to. Tried to rotate it a little more. I don't know what I'm doing. I probably should just throw it how I throw it. Tried to rotate it a little more, see if I can create a little more down lane angle. The answer is yes, I can. And the answer is not that for striking. Sometimes you just do too much, and that was one of those cases. Now 2 for 4 in, and when we're talking about overall hook potential, a bowling ball like this for me probably fits in this, probably 6.5 in terms of overall hook potential. It's not gonna be the most hooking ball I own. It's gonna be in the upper end of my bag. It is an asym, it is a Pearl. The Pearl automatically for me knocks it down a couple notches. The asymmetry brings it up a couple notches, so I would say it's right around 6.5 in the overall hook potential. Less overall than a ball like my Hammer Effect. Way more than my Radioactive Vibe. You know, after looking at the scale, I've rated a lot of these balls pretty high. Overall hook potential, I'm probably giving it a 7.5, maybe a 7.75. Right around the amount of overall hook that my Ethos offers, but it's probably a little bit more versatile with it being an asymmetric ball. So I could move further right and actually get my hand around it and it would still pick up early, where if I do that with my Ethos, sometimes it shoots too far down. Quick little break in the action. We're doing a giveaway during these ball videos. Not when we reach 20,000 subscribers, even though that'd be great, but if we get more than 200 subscribers from this video directly, we're gonna be giving away a brand new bowling ball. I don't know if it's gonna be this one, or we're gonna give one of you guys out there a brand new bowling ball. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button down below. There's a link down below in the comments for the giveaways. All you gotta do is enter your email in that giveaway section and we will hit you guys with an email if you want. Let's get back into the action. Oh, and subscribe. I will say this ball looks really good through the pen. 3 for 5. Not on pace, slightly behind pace. I would say though, like if you got, for those of you who bought a Hammer Effect, the Hammer Effect definitely hooks more and it's quicker and it's sharper than this. And it might even be earlier than this as well. This would be probably a step down from that. It's cleaner, a little smoother, but still has got a lot of back end pop. I kind of grabbed at that one a little bit. I was a little nervous. We got 4 for 6 now. Now we're back on a good pace. had that messenger just in case. That shot wasn't my best. I've now got 4 in a row. Didn't really quite catch it as much. Still, the ball did all the work. Huge, huge, huge bonus. Kick it to our next category. I said the overall hook potential was a 7.5 on this one. The length, ball goes pretty far down lane. Looking at other balls, the Hazmat is 7.5. It probably doesn't go as far down lane as the Hazmat. The Arctic Vibe is a 7. Maybe not as far down lane as the Arctic Vibe. Black Widow 2.0 Hybrid, it feels similar to that. The Deadly Rattler's a 7. I'd probably give this ball a 6.5 in terms of how far it goes down lane. However, it feels similar to a Beyond Infinity, which I gave an 8. It's way closer to me than the Beyond Infinity. I feel like the Beyond Infinity went forever down lane and then snapped sideways, where this one actually reads the mids pretty good. I'm becoming a huge fan of this ball. Oh, I got way around it. Oh, I got way around it. Oh, I got so far around that one. A deserving 6-pin. Currently 5 for 8. That puts us on pace. I need to strike 5 out of my next 7 shots. Pretty simple. This ball reads the mids pretty well. It doesn't quite hook super early. It doesn't go a mile down lane like some of my other balls. So I give it a slightly above that benchmark piece where it skates down there pretty good. You know, with any surface at all, this ball would fit right in that benchmark amount of length spot. And then overall snap, every time I get my hand around it, it snaps a lot. When I roll it up the back, it becomes a lot smoother. So we'll see kind of what happens here in these next couple shots before I give you guys a down lane grading. That was dirty. I tried to roll that one a little more up the back, and it, like I talked about, it was smoother. It rolled off the back of the pattern pretty well. If I was going to try and strike as much as I possibly could right now on this pattern, I'd probably grab a 3000 pad from Vice just to knock the surface off this bad boy, just so it creates a little more smoother. It's not as responsive to what my hand is doing. But for those of you out there who bowl on houses that hook a little bit more, this ball is going to be perfectly suited. No surface adjustments at all for you guys out there. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, that was better. I am 6 for 10. Again, slightly behind pace. I would say it's so hard for down lane. When I go to grade this ball's ability to hook down lane and the amount that this ball can snap, I would give it a 10 if I get my hand around the side of it. But if I roll my hand up the back, I'd probably give it like a 6. Let's just split the difference. Give this ball a 7.25. With it being asymmetric, it tends to roll up a little earlier and doesn't create as much down lane shape as some of the symmetric balls. Perfect. Perfect. Little transition going on right now. 6 for 11. I need my next 4. It's a bump because I really like the way this ball is rolling, and I think it's hitting the pocket every shot. I really like the way it's rolling off the pattern. I think I'm just going to go 2 right and throw a little slower. So that was 3 right, a little slower on the ball speed, and you saw it shape up way better. So right now, 7 for 12. I got to throw the next 3 in a row to, you know, hit the mark that I always like to hit. Down lane shape, I did say it was a 7.25. Add that in the sheet. Does it fit in the house shot bag? Does it fit in the sport shot bag? Where is this best for me? I would put it in both, but I'm going to tell you the grading after this. A little more rotated. I moved another 1, rotated a little more, kept that speed nice and slow, and you see the shape that thing's making. It is running the 9-pin over every shot. Yeah, so house shot versus sport shot. Like I said, balls that it's similar to, kind of like that Beyond Infinity. On the house shot rating, that Beyond Infinity got an 8.5. I'd like to put this ball right up there with it. And on the sport shot rating, it got an 8. I think this ball is so similar to that Beyond Infinity. Not in terms of shape, but in terms of where it fits in my bag. It's quicker, but you can smooth it out with the hand. You can smooth it out with the surface, which makes this one of the more versatile pieces that I'm going to put in my bag. It will go to tournaments. It will go on the house shot. Yeah, I'd probably put it for house shot, 7.5. And then for sport shot, for me as a two-handed lefty, I'd probably say a 7. Righties, I'd put it at like a 9. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 in both categories just because I think it's super versatile. You can change the surface. It'll react well when you change the surface on it. It'll change what the ball does. It'll make it smoother. It'll make it quicker down lane. There's a lot you can do with this ball with the surface, with your hand at the bottom. It's a ball for every style, for every pattern, for every bowling house. Drop a comment down below and say league if you want to see me bowl league with this ball on Thursday, just because I want to show you guys that this ball isn't only good during a ball review, also can be good during league when I'm actually trying to score. Push. Push. Shoo-wee! All right, well, now that I missed my mark, and the best I can do, and 16. So I went 4 right. I'm gonna see if I can go 4 left of where I started just to see how versatile this ball really is. Pretty good to me. Pretty good to me. I got 1 more strike to get to 10. I'll go 10 of 16 if I strike here. You guys want to see me go straight or hook it? I feel like everybody always likes either hook. So I'm gonna hook. I'm gonna go another 5 right of where I was hooking it a lot last time. Oh my God, I ate it. Oh my God. I ate it. Woo! Duck, heavy. 10 of 16 with this, the one reverb. Overall, really good piece for me. It's gonna go on the house shots. It's gonna go to tournaments. This ball is definitely gonna be probably, I'm gonna have to toss it up between that Beyond Infinity and this new, the one reverb, just to see which one is gonna be best for my game and which one is gonna be going to tournaments and house shots, because they do fit a very similar spot. I will have to decide between the two because I'm not bringing two asymmetric pearl balls in the same spot, especially when you're a lefty. For all you righties out there, that might be super useful, but as a lefty, I don't usually get to these pearl asymmetric balls, so I'm probably only gonna be bringing one. We'll see if it's this one or if it's the Beyond Infinity, but here's my rating. You guys love it if you love it. If you guys loved watching this video and you guys love that ball, you can click the link down below at buddiesproshop.com/Packy. Link in the description to go and get your the one reverb. You can pre-order it today, and for two handers or two fingered bowlers, it's only $10 to drill the ball at buddiesproshop.com. It'll show up to your doorstep. Thank you guys for watching the review, and until the next one, peace.